Did researchers discover various foreign objects, like worms hatching from eggs, in the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine? No, that's not true. None of the ingredients in the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID vaccine contain ingredients that are intentionally harmful. The claim, which originated in this article by the RAIR Foundation, reappeared in an article published by Liberty Planet titled, "Exposed. Worms are hatching out of eggs in the vaccine once it's injected into you." Mainstream scientists now embracing depopulation explanation for why the jabs are killing so many people, U.S. death rate skyrocketing. The article opened, quote, "A team of German researchers and doctors have discovered various foreign objects inside the blood of subjects who had received a COVID vaccine and in the vaccine itself." During a press conference in September, as reported by the RAIR Foundation, the group showed the results of their studies, and they included the finding or foreign objects. Some of the foreign objects were described as accurately constructed, and also, shockingly, worms that were hatched from eggs, the Foundation said in a report. End quote. This is how the article looked on January 20, 2022. Source: Liberty Planet. Screenshot taken on 2 Jan 2019, hours 54 minutes and 10 seconds 2022 UTC. The article provided no evidence of such findings, instead citing the RAIR Foundation, quote, "The findings were based on a microscopy analysis of the Pfizer-BioNTech coronavirus vaccine sample," the RAIR Foundation reported, adding that the scientist who made the discovery wanted anonymity. End quote. The Pfizer-BioNTech COVID vaccine does not contain any inherently dangerous ingredients such as parasitic worms. The list of ingredients and their respective purposes in the vaccine can be found in this resource from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The article mentions batches of Moderna COVID vaccines in Japan that contained foreign materials. However, those materials were determined to be stainless steel that most likely came from a production issue. Stainless steel is not an ingredient that is intentionally included in the Moderna COVID vaccines. The article includes several other instances of misinformation, citing COVID conspiracy theorists who have been debunked by lead stories for numerous false claims. Those conspiracy theorists include former Pfizer scientist Mike Yeadon, lawyer Rainer Fuellmich, spelled Rainer Fuellmich, in the article, and Carrie Madej, an osteopathic doctor. While some of the adverse effects mentioned in the article have been confirmed by health authorities, those effects are rare. The article also repeats false COVID vaccination claims, including that the Ronald McDonald House in British Columbia, Canada planned to evict ill children who were unvaccinated. Lead stories fact check here. The press conference mentioned in the article that was held on September 20, 2021, was orchestrated in part by Arne Burkhardt and Walter Lang, 2 retired pathologists, and Werner Bergholz, a former professor of electrical engineering. A presentation at the conference titled, "Cause of Death After COVID-19 Vaccination," was criticized by the Deutsche Gesellschaft für Pathologie, German Pathological Society. The society stated that the data presented were not scientifically sound. Lead Stories published a fact-check of another claim made by Burkhardt, one of the organizers of the aforementioned press conference. The claim stated that 93% of the individuals who died after COVID-19 vaccination were killed by the vaccine, which is not true. That fact check can be found here.